much. We're going to start by considering the commitment in the bill to deliver universal breakfast clubs. Can I ask what challenges you foresee in the rollout of breakfast clubs across the country, and in particular whether there are considerations that the government should be making around how to make sure that breakfasts are genuinely nutritious for all children. Perhaps starting with you, Lindsay.
Yes, thank you. So I think Magic Breakfast delivers breakfast clubs and a range of models of providing breakfast to hungry children and young people each and every morning. About 300,000 children this morning had access to a Magic Breakfast. And I think the challenges that we foresee, given the current shape of the bill, is that you're limiting and stifling innovation and schools to take the context that they operate within. So a traditional breakfast club, is a wonderful soft start to the day. It offers that childcare opportunity for parents, and it also offers the opportunity for socialization. But some of the children and young people that I believe this bill is most intending to support, those who are at risk of hunger at the start of the school day, whose families may be experiencing poverty, who may also have food insecurity, may struggle to access a before breakfast provision. So our clear advice and the model that we operate, and on which a lot of the evidence that is being cited is built upon, is a mixed model approach. And that starts to enable you to overcome some of the challenges that the traditional breakfast club may introduce. So options would be classroom provision, where you actually make use of the existing staffing, so that provides the suitable ratio if you did truly capture all of the children and young people in a particular school to be able to access breakfast. There are also frameworks such as nurture groups, which are particularly beneficial to children and young people who may have SEND. And then there are also, obviously the requirement to provide a late provision for those children who may struggle even to reach school in time for the school bell. I think challenges become more acute and more concerning and actually quite stigmatizing when you look at special schools. And we've made several recommendations in our written evidence to the committee around some of the considerations that we think the committee should take in. From a nutrition perspective, I think the school food standards, separate to this bill, should be reviewed and looked at and considered. I think as well the advice and support that needs to be provided to head teachers, school business managers, to school leaders to understand actually what those school standards mean in the context of providing breakfast to ensure it's as nutritious as possible is really important. And again, a key recommendation we've made is to offer expert advice and support for that impactful scaling up. But when you get into the delivery and the provision, and I'm sure there will be bumps along the road in terms of, through the early adopter scheme, some learning opportunities, but you can also provide food products that are more nutritious, that children find appealing, by introducing, for example, higher fibre bagels. So we have a partnership currently where we provide higher fibre bagels and nutritiously sound breakfast cereals, for example. Having the different support and equipment grants that we really welcome in the early adopter scheme for schools means that they can also offer hot foods, so porridge, baked beans, providing that protein required as well. So I think the challenges can be overcome, but the bill in its current form isn't allowing that flexibility, and it's also not monitoring and measuring to allow that flexibility to be understood. Is it having the impact? Is it reaching the children and young people that it needs to?